Hey guys, Amanda Blockson here, exclusive Black Status presenter with Unique. Today is a super exciting day for us with Unique. I'm sure you all have seen all of the new products that are launching, the fact that we're opening and branching out into new countries, all kinds of super fun stuff that is available for us to keep growing our business. And the question that I get the most during things like all of this is, what does this mean for me? You maybe just started your unique business, or maybe you are only a yellow and you haven't started building a team yet, and you want to know how this affects you and what ways you could be using these new exciting tools to build your unique business and to branch out into other areas and all sorts of stuff. So, we're going to talk a little bit about that because, first of all, both of these things that are happening right now affect everybody, whether you just started or whether you've been in for a year or two. Both of these things affect you regardless of what stage you're at. If you're a unique presenter, these affect you. And the first step, the first thing that we're going to discuss is all of the products that we just launched. We just launched 6 products today, and just a few days ago we launched the pressed blush as well. And when a company launches a new product, it is a very monumental stage of their business, right? Because this entire time we've had this set of products and that sell wonderfully good, and then you add to that and that's just more products for people to fall in love with, right? Everybody knows that like I say all the time, that my mom wears a certain shade of lipstick from another company that I won't name, and she will always wear that. It's Copper 072, I think, or something like that. And she will always wear it. She's like, I'll never try anything else. She's worn it since I remember, like, being in the first grade and her wearing it, okay? That's the loyalty that women have to makeup. That's where we're at right now. Like, that's the power that you have, first of all. So when a new product comes along, your first step is to try it and use it. I want to say your first step is to get it into the other hands of people and get it into their hands, but really you have to try it before you can even do that. So yeah, you want your first step to be sell, 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 and get people to try your product, get people to fall in love with it. But in order to do that, you have to use it yourself. You have to try it. If somebody wants to purchase the blending buds and they say, well, how do they work when you get them wet? Or should I use them dry? And you haven't actually used them yourself, what are you going to say? You're going to be stuck. When someone asks you if the new makeup eraser cloths are shiny or greasy or wet or dry, what are you going to say? You have to be able to say that you physically have used these products so that you can validate how good they are. What the little things about them, well, I use mine at night. I do this, I do that. I get one of the blending buds wet and then I use the other one as dry. Whatever it is. The cream eyeshadow I put on first and then I do my dry eyeshadow. You have to be able to validate those points because it engages your customer and it allows them to trust you. So, as far as all of the products that we have already, we know that our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara is a huge, huge seller, okay? So for everybody that you have that's already purchased the mascara, they are a huge target for you right now because they already love the product. They already trust the company. They don't think that you're spamming them because they've already bought off of you. So there's a very large percentage of them that use bronzer, that use makeup cloths, that use blending buds, that use cream eyeshadow. You need to be going to them and just exploding your excitement for all of these new things that we have, okay? That's why I said launch a party today and say, we have new products. Let people know, get them interested, okay? But before you even try to just explode, obviously you can explode while your products are on their way. I get it. But before you go any further, if you can, you need to purchase the products. Being a product of the product is the absolute single most important part of this business. If you had never tried the mascara, how could you tell people how awesome it was? How could you tell people how to apply it? How could you tell them the tips and tricks of getting the best results. How could you do any of that if you hadn't physically tried it? Um, the bronzer, for instance. I've never even used bronzer. I'm super excited to get it in. I can't give advice on bronzer right now. I physically can't do it, right? So I have to get the bronzer in and use it. And then I'm going to go through a trial and error phase before I feel comfortable enough with it. But during that process, it's very, very crucial because then somebody can say, um, you know, is the sunset, how light is it? How dark is it? And then I can say, well, this is my skin tone. And that's the shade that I chose. And so I would say, based on your skin tone, there's a lot of different things that go into being a product of the product. And so you are a business owner and you just launched 6 new products that you haven't even got to try yet. So get your hands on them as fast as you can because your sales depend on it. Your sales rely on the knowledge that you have of your product and the trust that your customer is going to get from you based on that knowledge. Okay? Because then, months down the road, when we launch 6 more and 6 more and 6 more, you're building this customer base of women that are in love with this product and they're becoming loyal to the brand of Younique. Before I ever wore Younique, I wore Sephora and I would have tried anything that they had. Anything that new that they came out with, I would have tried it because I trusted that brand and I knew that it was a good quality. So we're not just talking about selling mascara anymore. We're talking about Younique as a brand, which is awesome and I love, right? So we're going to be a household name before you know it. And the customer base that you have is the customer base that's loyal to you and your product. And there are 6 of them that they want to try, but they need to know how, what, when, where, why. All of that, right? So get your hands on them as soon as you can. That's how it's going to affect you as far as that goes, okay? Then this launching in new countries and we have obviously launched in a few countries before and we're going to continue to do that. And I think that really scares people. And I'm not going to go into details right now in this video about the country that we are launched in right now and the details on that. I do have another video to post for that. But what I want you to know is that as far as this goes right now, talking to your customer base that, your presenters that are bilingual, that have markets in other countries or that have been to other countries, that have family in other countries, that have been deployed in other countries, marketing yourself in those other countries, even when you don't know people there. Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, all of those places. I have a business in Australia because I have presenters there, right? I'm open for business in Australia because of that. I have presenters in the UK. I have presenters in Canada. So I have presenters all the way in California and I live in Tennessee. It's no different. If you live in Ohio and you can get a presenter in Indiana, then you can live in Ohio and get a presenter in Mexico or in Australia or in Canada or in the UK. It's no different. And I can tell you, I can get a presenter all the way across the country much faster than I can get one right in my backyard. I live in a very small town. It's where I grew up. It is just one of those things, But people all over the globe are searching for this. They're searching for a product that's consumable and awesome. They're searching for an opportunity to make money from home. They're searching for all the things that you have, and they're going to find someone that's not right in front of them to sign up. The odds of them signing up with somebody that's in their backyard is slim to none. People don't sign up with someone local. They sign up with someone that's on Facebook, that's got technology in their back pocket because that's the way we communicate, right? I text my fiance from the living room when he's like in the bedroom, okay? So we don't need that face-to-face interaction. Technology happens like that, and we use it for that all the time. So don't think that just because you're not in those countries means that you can't network there. Start searching brands of different things in other countries and start following those types of people. Start making relationships. Start building your network because that's all it takes. It's really, really, really more simple than you're making it, I promise. Because if you're making it seem hard, it's going to be hard. But really, if you just signed up somebody that lives across town, it's the exact same process to sign up somebody across the country. So I want you to really think about that. I'm going to be posting a video about the country, that we're launching in right now. And I want you to take a look at that, and I'll continue to do that. But as far as building your network and does this apply to you, it absolutely does. Even if you sign up yesterday, it applies to you because you just launched an international business yesterday because you have the capacity and the capability to build this business in other countries. How awesome is that, right? So go do it. Go do it. Even if you just take little steps a day. It doesn't have to be like you just go crazy and don't sleep for 7 days just to try to build your business out of this country. And there are plenty of people in this country that still are going to join your team and want to build a business. But you have the entire world at your fingertips. You don't even know it. So I'm gonna leave it at that for tonight. Purchase your product, get it in your hands, try it, love it, feel it, smell it, everything. Get to know it. You can't talk about it and you can't explain it if you don't know it, and your customers need to know it. So you have to, okay? And start building your network. Branch out and get out of your comfort zone and start talking to people in other countries. It is going to be explosive for you. All right. Talk to you guys soon.